Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, y'all? Hey, it's Friday. Friday. Hey, y'all gotta get out here and talk to these women, man. Y'all gotta get out here and talk to these women. You know what? Like I did a video, put up a video this morning, right? And it was about like many attractive women not being on social media. And of course, yeah, well, at the time I checked, at least one person said, well, not the young ones. Yeah, the young ones too. And the reason why I know what I know, because I actually get out here and talk to women. I'm not sitting in the house playing Xbox or afraid to approach women. I actually get out here and I talk to them. Now, I know some people say, oh, you old. Which women you talking to? All of them. Dude, during a typical day, I might have a conversation with 10 to 15 women. It might be very brief, like I say, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Because one, I'm a member of two gyms, so I'm walking in there, I'm talking with somebody. I might go to my other gym where I train my sons. I got attendants and some members there. Be like, hey, Rom, how you doing? Oh man, your son's getting big, and they're young girls, right? Shoot, some of them checking out my sons and talking to them. If I go to any restaurants in the area, there's like one restaurant, a Jamaican place I go in. I haven't gone in 2 months. I went in there. The young girl already knew what my order was. In fact, I go in there. She don't even give me a menu. Only time I might take a menu, I say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up today. She said, all right. I know you're gonna get those jerk wings next week. It's like, yeah. All right. And in fact, off of YouTube, just in the area, just going along. Like I know plenty that work in the local mall. Just from walking around, and they have no idea what I do for a living. They don't know I'm on YouTube. As far as they concerned, I'm just a fine older brother who got time on his hands. And sometimes they don't even consider me an older brother, depending on how, if I've got all this shave, they say you in your 30s. But they don't really ask, let's put it like that. And they be telling me everything. That's how I be, and that's all how it's been all my life. That's how it's been all my life. Now, I know you always get that person who says, they'll say, well, that's not scientific. That's not empirical data. That's not academic. Well, keep in mind something about me. My uncle used to be in D.C. what they call a rollers. That's basically local slang at the time for a police officer. He was the detective. He started training me early. He started training me early on how to talk to people, how to interview them to get information out of them, and also how to spot surveillance. Oh, man. And I mentioned here before, I said Alonzo Harris got nothing on him. He was a mix of, he looked like Billy D. Williams, but he had Alonzo Harris's personality. So he taught me how to spot whatever. And plus, growing up in Southeast, it's a survival mechanism. Southeast and Northeast, because Northeast is only about a step above. It was a survival mechanism to pay attention to everything and really how to disarm people and get them comfortable talking. And then beyond that, formally, I was taught how to evaluate research on a formal level. Because most of my undergrad, I was a history major, but I had to take sociology and psychology courses too, as a requirement. And some of the stuff, I used to get assignments where I had to just go someplace and observe people. And that's the formal education. And then professionally, I've worked as a civil rights investigator, a criminal investigator, an investigator for defense attorneys. That was the interesting part because I used to have to serve subpoenas on armed drug dealers or locate witnesses that the other side couldn't locate. I ain't gonna get too much into that. There might have been some things or methods I had to use that I can't quite share in the courtroom. But I found people. I actually thought about being a bounty hunter. Me and my uncle talked about that. Because he said especially with black people, there's only so many places they can hide in this country. But my point is, I can evaluate information on a professional level and interview people. In fact, I've mentioned I used to work in the government during the 90s. I used to actually participate like as a trainer in workshops on how to interview people. Those were fun. Oh, those were fun. Because I would be like, sometimes I played the part of somebody to be interviewed, and I would do every fucked up thing during that interview just to throw the person off. Just to throw it. They were like scratching their head. I gotta give it to this one girl. She knew how to play it right. I was like, okay, you get the top grade in this. But my point is, on a professional level, I know I can talk to people, evaluate them, evaluate the information, trained in reading body language. Trained in reading body language. The FBI agent taught that course. And the point is, I can get out here, I can talk to the women and figure out what's going on. And see, here's a little tidbit about women. When you talk to them, you get them comfortable. They'll start talking about what fucked up shit their friends are doing or what they not doing, even if they ain't forthcoming about what they doing. Even though I'm reading their body language all the way. But I just let it go. I just said, okay, you telling me something, and then I just file it away. Sometimes I got a whole file cabinet full of notes on observations, and some women, they just tell you some stuff straight up. But the point is, that all that comes back to one thing. I get out here and talk to them. That's how I know what's up. And see, a lot of dudes, they speculate on what women do, or they don't want to listen to a woman. But you can still listen to a woman even if she giving you some bullshit, because then if you see the same bullshit, you can say, okay, what they hide, and then you dig deeper and say, oh, they doing this bullshit because of this. Like, most women bullshit and give you some bullshit because they feel like you're going to judge their sexuality. That's the common denominator. Because there's been plenty of times they give you bullshit at first, they get comfortable, and then all of a sudden those 3 men they have been with goes up to 13. And see, what I've taken is a lot of information, then come back and say, all right, this is what the women looking for, this is how they going to respond. So even when I did that video this morning on many attractive women on social media, I was surprised, because that's the common thing. All these women, they want these likes and stuff. A lot of these young girls, they ain't about that. Of course, you get the IG models or the women on some come up trying to get some money out you and some attention, but there's a lot of very attractive young women. I ain't even going like the older women. Yeah, they so about social media, but there's a whole lot of attractive young women. Usually they might have got some at first, but then got tired of all the dudes in their inbox that they didn't want. But after a while, they say, this is distracting. I'm just, they might have a Facebook page. I know some who don't. Some have been on Instagram. They'll cut that off because they focused on this shit. See, everybody want to think these women just sitting around having babies and doing whatever. A whole lot of them trying to do some shit. In fact, I got a young acquaintance, because I don't like the word friend. I don't like the word friend. That acquaintance means I just know him, I can talk to him. I'm real loose with. I don't play loose with that word. If I call you a friend, use a friend. But this young acquaintance, as fine as she is, she only got a Facebook thing, and I checked her Facebook the other day because it was her birthday, and shoot, she done got a new dude. That's funny, but learned a lot with her, knowing her and everything, and a bunch of them. And she's somebody else who don't know what I really do. Yeah, but come on, man. It's supposed to be all right. Come on, man. Go. But yeah, so I get out here. I actually get out and talk to him. I'll find out. But here's some game for you. Here's some game. A lot of y'all guys, to really develop your mouthpiece, your conversation skills, need to just get out and talk. Get out. That's why I always tell guys, say hi to at least 3 women a day. Shoot, you go someplace enough, they'll just say hi to you, even if they ain't physically attracted to you. And then you just get used to talking to women. You just get used to it. Shoot, that's my unknown name. So I mean, yeah, because when I go in this grocery store, shoot, I know half the store. I don't even be talking to them. I be in here quiet, but they be like, hey, how you doing now? It's like, Rom, Rom, Rom. Where I'm at with these school buses, they use this parking lot. I know at least one school bus driver to just shoot the breeze with. While they about to go on their second run to pick up some people. That's how I know it, but you gotta get out here and talk. See, too many dudes, they speculate. They watching some news, they watching all this shit on social media and say, oh, that's it. I say, no, get out here and actually talk with them. Find out. You're gonna find out a range of shit. You're gonna find out a range of stuff. Somebody told me to stop cursing. A young lady, if a dude told me, I'd be like, fuck you. But young lady, I'll listen a little bit. See, somebody made a plate. So anyway, get out here, talk to these women. They out here, they chilling, and then once you get them comfortable, don't judge them. And I'm giving y'all techniques I've actually taught to professionals. The key is, if you talking to somebody, get them comfortable. Don't come with that bad cop shit or browbeat them. In fact, when you might be watching TV, some of these movies with these interrogators and stuff. The interrogator coming all hard and stuff. That's good for the movies. The best interrogators really are women, and they get you nice and comfortable. And like if I had a police agency, I'd hire out like female interrogators. And they'll get you comfortable. They'll get you comfortable. Not on that good cop, bad cop. Don't go by what y'all see on TV. A lot of that's some bullshit for good drama. But key is get it comfortable. Don't be walking around like you're going to take somebody's head off. And if somebody look at you and smile or something, you don't have to try to holler at them. It ain't necessarily even a shooting. Hey, how you doing? Get cool. You go in these grocery stores, any stores you frequent, you don't have to say anything to them at first, but if you just, hey, have a good day, something like that, all of a sudden they feel comfortable with you. Then it's like, hey, what's your name? Boom. And you don't have to do it all just to get asked. In fact, that's a waste. Just be cool with them, because sometimes for whatever reason they ain't gonna give you any ass or whatever, but they got a friend. They might be like, you know what? I've had like some of these young girls. I've actually had some of these young girls just dealing with them at different levels, who be like, they might have a boyfriend or something. You say, they be like, hey, how old are you? Hey, I got an aunt that age. How'd you like to meet her? Seriously. I've had that so many times, like just a woman who I'm not even trying to get with for whatever reason, and they'll introduce me to one of their friends. And their friends are, most cases, attractive. And that's been even to this day. Even to this day. So it's like, look, but the main thing you got to do is get out here and actually talk to them. Don't speculate. Don't look at what you see on social media. A lot of that's sensationalized. You get that one meme that goes viral or something. People be thinking that's what it is, but they kind of miss those positive memes where the same woman doing some positive shit in the community, or same woman graduated school, or same woman talking about is single, be very attractive, saying the work she's doing to try to find that right man. Yeah, but the bottom line is you got to get out here in the streets. You got to get out in the streets. And, it cracks me up when I get some person say, oh, you don't know what's going on. Yes, I do know what's going on. And I guarantee I probably go out the house more than you do. I can't stay in the house. See, I came up in the age we weren't playing Xbox and all this shit. Shoot, I'd be looking at, sometimes I'll just get up. Sometimes I'll just get up and go through the mall, walk through a mall. I'll walk through a random mall. Someplace I ain't been before. Be meeting people. Oh, man. You know what I like? I like meeting those women that are trying to sell some shit, because I'll just walk. If they fine, I'll walk up to them and say, you know what? I have no use for what you're selling, but you look nice, so I'm going to talk to you. I'll tell them that too. They appreciate shit. In fact, my inner circle, they seen a picture of at least one of them I was dealing with. So, anyway, right. That's all I got for today. Hey, look, y'all have a nice weekend. Y'all know I don't do car videos on the weekend, because usually I got my sons with me, and they would just clown in the background just because. I'd be up there, man, shut up. I'm trying to do something, make money to spend on y'all motherfuckers. They be like, They'll stay quiet for 2 seconds, then they's like, ha! But they my heart, so they know they know they pimping me, so they know any threats I got against them are empty, as far as that. And they good kids too, so I'll never have to jump on them. But anyway, right, that's all I got for today. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace.